The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd down, it's Tucker. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Palmer. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll run on 1st down. Tucker. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Touchdown! Dominic Daphne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Carr. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on 4th down here. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man, it's Palmer.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tucker, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Saints defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Palmer. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Saints at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A give to Kamara running right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw with Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. As Shaheed going to go in motion.
Hey, 734.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 43, here's second down and 7. They'll try the left side. Tucker, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
29, express.
Now Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring in the second half from the Superdome. Let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Going with White here. Toss left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Tucker. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the 50. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Saints 9. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Carr again. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Carr to throw again. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd down, it's Tucker. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Run.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker, pushes him over, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Mayfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
What now?
Here's Carr to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's taken it around the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Let's go. Take it to the house. Monday, now.
Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll.